Welcome to the narrowboat that James built. You join me here in Kings Langley on the Grand Union Canal on a gorgeous, crisp, cold winter's morning. And today we need to move the boats. So it's not going to be the biggest cruise today. Basically, we need water. This area of the canal is quite poorly served with water points. There's one up in Nash Mills, but there's a lock closure there, so we can't get there. Next one down is Watford. That's way too far. We've heard, though, there's a place up there on the left-hand side that, for a small donation, will let us fill our tanks. So that's the plan. It then dawned on me during my morning coffee that if we were going to be borrowing someone's tap, we should probably only take one boat. And if we're going to take one boat, we should probably take Rob's. And if we're going to take Rob's, well, we've been thinking of an idea of how to power that thing. Right, now Rob's boat's a hybrid, which basically means it's got a diesel engine and an electric motor. And the electric motor provides obviously peaceful, quiet narrowboating, and it's lovely, but you can only really use it in short bursts. But it got Rob and I thinking, on a nice day like this, would we better power that boat by using one of those portable power packs, and would it get us all the way down to the water point? Let's find out. I take one of the flexible solar panels off my roof and take it to Rob's boat so we can plug it into the EcoFlow. This is what we'll be using, the EcoFlow Delta 2. While Rob cleans the solar panel, basically we're hooking it up through shore power. It's got a 3-pin plug on the end. That goes into there. That's the highest power one of those I've got, so we'll give it a go. Sun's shining though. Yeah. Good to go, skip in a minute. As you can hear, the engine's running. Diesel that is. That's just to charge up the hybrid marine batteries to make sure we start on 100%. The Delta's on 100%, so we're good to go. Solar panel's been cleaned. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it even works. Our first job is to reverse underneath the bridge and turn at the turning point, and we are currently under diesel propulsion. So Rob will fill his tank and I will fill these jerry cans for my boat. Keeping a check on all the battery levels and the stats, Rob will be using his Victron app. Okay, time to turn this 70-foot narrowboat around. This is a bit wider than the stretch further up by the water point where we've got to try to turn around again. Okay, let the test commence. So, we're currently running fully on diesel. Rob, what are we doing first?
Right, what we're going to do is we're going to turn on hybrid marine controller.
Turn that on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Check that. That's the control panel.
So that's initialising.
Say start.
There we go, yeah.
Start. Okay, so now it's in the generator mode.
Yep.
We've got the diesel running. What we'll do is we'll turn that off.
Oh yeah, now it's changed to electric drive.
And now what we'll do is we'll just hit the forward button.
Right, we have forward propulsion on hybrid. And right, let's turn the Delta on now.
And now we'll skip to shore power. Turning shore power on.
Shore power on.
It'll take a few moments to initialise. Just checking the VE bus multi-control.
Right, we've never tried this, we haven't tested it, so let's hope this works. Come on, EcoFlow.
Clicks over.
Come on, click over.
Right,
Yes.
it's now.
Okay, yeah, it's taking 650 watts out of the EcoFlow.
Okay, we're drawing 11 amps and half a kilowatt on the electric drive.
Okay.
That is so nice.
So quiet.
And that's at 30% forward propulsion.
30%.
Yeah.
Well, we're barely moving. Should we crank it up a bit?
Now 45. We're drawing 24 amps at 1.2 kilowatts.
Right, we've been cruising for a couple of minutes, purely on the batteries, and essentially this is bulk charging the main bank of batteries on the boat. And this is being charged through the solar. I'm getting 37 watts at the moment. Yeah, this is beautiful. What percentage of throttle are we at? 40%. What's the EcoFlow say? 93%. 92. 91. It's going down fairly quickly, isn't it?
Yeah.
We just did a little test, turned the EcoFlow off, and power on there went up to 800 and put the EcoFlow back on. So basically the EcoFlow is putting about 500 watts back into the batteries, and it's taking 660 out of the EcoFlow to do so. So there's a bit of obviously an efficiency loss there, but it's not too horrific.
And over here, what, I'm 5 meters from you? Can't hear a thing.
This is amazing. Apart from the breakers yard there, this is an idyllic, quiet cruise. %26 of the EcoFlow has been taken, and we've reached the water point. But annoyingly, there was no one here. They were all out on boats on training exercises. Oh, there's one coming back now. I'll tell Rob to turn around. When we thought the turn before was hard, this one's nearly impossible. And as much as I'd like to watch Rob attempt this manoeuvre, I had to go up to the lock and open up the gates for this wide beam, because I've got some crew to butter up if I'm going to use their tap. Great, Rob's doing a Suez and the Y-beam is about to come down through the lock. This is not easy. This might just squeeze in though. There's a boat there. God, this boat's long. Well done, Skip. Embarrassingly, their crew had to help us. Okay, it's good news. We are at the water point. And after a committee meeting or two, Rob and I were allowed to fill up. Whilst Rob is sorting out the water, I thought I'd bring you up to speed here. So we're at 100% on the batteries on the boat. EcoFlow has been providing the bulk charge, and it's taken 80% out of the EcoFlow. It's finished at the moment because we're not running. So it got us here. We got 20% left, which will probably see us good down to the end. Okay, we filled up with water. We've got ourselves 2% more on our battery. It's time to head off. Thank you so much, guys. apart from the scrapyard, the railway, the planes and the road, this is blissfully quiet. What's the percentage on the throttle, mate?
40%. We're using 18 amps of 800 watts.
800 watts. And it says we've got 12 minutes left. Do you reckon we'll get back to our mooring in 12 minutes?
What, this speed?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Be touch and go. Oh, it's good to have water on board again. This is a tricky spot here. It's about 6 miles with no water points. Loads up round kind of Burco, Hemel and through into Apsley, and then nothing. And the next one's down in Watford. So we're kind of in this no man's land water-wise. But we were very lucky that the people at Waterways Experience let us use their taps. So thank you very much for that. The cruise today was really good. Kind of interesting, really, to see whether that delta was even going to work. But it did. It got us all the way there, all the way back. The delta was obviously at 0% when we got back here, but Rob's house bank was at 100%, so it really did work. The cruising on a hybrid, I've never really experienced it before. It was lovely in parts. It would be truly idyllic if you were in like the Shropshire Canal and you're like in the middle of nowhere. That would be lovely, but around here there's loads of kind of ambient crashing noises, so it wasn't like idyllic. But the first part of it, whilst it was still kind of a novelty, was great. It was amazing, and people on towpath can't quite work it out that they, a boat's moving past, but they can't hear a diesel engine churning away. But I've got to say, after a while, you start to miss the sound of the engine, and you start to miss the vibrations. Even on Rob's boat, that has minimal vibrations and the engine noise is pretty low, you still miss it. It kind of, I know the boat doesn't quite seem the same without the diesel chugging away, but that's just me. Tonight, I'm in a bit of a strange position as well. Rob's got company on board. He's got his daughter on for the weekend. And up ahead of me is Warren on the pump out boat. So I'm kind of nestled in between, well, I can't go to Rob's, and I've got 8 tons of human excrement in front of me. So I think I'm going to go up to Kings Langley village and check out and see if I can get myself a curry or a pint or something. Well, the curry idea lasted about 3 seconds, thanks to mum number 2. Okay then, it seems like I've got the girls on board with me tonight, which is all good. It does give me the chance to crack out my extending bed, which I haven't shown you guys for a while. I've got the heat on, I've got a couple of those heat logs on, so yeah, we're all good. Okay, I've got to extend the bed now. It's in 2 sections and they're on slats. On that side thing there. Dilate cushion. Couple of pillows. Anyway, you get the idea. And then all I do is move her here. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Oh, teddy bear. And then I sleep in the middle. Happy days. After a lovely night's sleep, for them two, kicking their dad in the abdomen all evening, I gave them some crunchy nut cornflakes, which they then spilt all over the dinette, and then I opened up the hatch in the bedroom for them to look at the fisherman. Ivy, not through the hatch.
Ivy, don't lean out the window. It's dangerous.
It's a hatch, not a window. Anyway, come on girls, your mum's got a fun day planned for us. Keep your arms inside the carriage at all times, please, girls. Well, after all the fun was had and I dropped them home, I came back to the boat, tied it up, sorted everything out. It was a little bit unexpected having the girls this weekend to stay, but it was lovely nonetheless. And the cruise we did on Rob's boat was kind of quite interesting. I'd never been on a hybrid narrowboat before, never been navigating in silence before. And I guess it's a little bit like performance car makers, so Ferrari, McLaren and the like, when they make their all-electric models, they pump in engine noise through the speakers to make the driver have some sense that they're actually driving a car. And it was much like that on the boat. I kind of, after a while, you forget that you're navigating a narrowboat. So, I don't know, for me, the jury's still out. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Have a good week. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.